In today's video, we'll be making a beautiful turban cap. Band will gonna be crisscross band. Now the measurement is 18 inches for the width. The length will be 24.5 inches. You can make your own 25 inches. Remember, my fabric is on fold. I'll join the lines together. I'll cut it out. Okay, I'll turn it to the right side. So the next thing we'll be cutting will be the band. Now for the band, which is crisscross, I'll cut 15 inches by 3 inches. For each of them, I'll cut it into 6 pieces. Or you can make it 2.5 inches, because we'll cut it into 4 or 6 pieces, depending on how many crossing you want. So I'm marking 2.5 all the way. If you want your own to be bolder, you can go ahead and mark or cut 3 inches or 4 inches. Then I'll cut it out. So by the time I fold it, I'll be crossing it. One, two, three, four, 5. I still need one more. Now for this last one, I'll cut 3 inches instead of 2.5. If I want it to be 4, I'll go ahead and cut extra 2 pieces. Okay. For those of you that don't understand what I mean by crisscross, now this is the band. I'll place it like so. This is the 3 inches here. I'll place it like so, this way. So I'll place it and see that that is what I mean by crisscross. The first two, I made it 3 inches. You can see that. So I want it to be 3 step. So this is it. By the time I'm through, I'll just pin them together and join it to the main body of the cap. So this is crisscross. So the next thing we'll do, we are done with the cutting. This is the main cap. This is the main body of the cap. I'll go to my sewing machine and plait it. In my previous videos, I've shown how you can plait it. You can decide to make it 1 inch plaiting, half-inch plaiting, 2 inch, depending on how you want it. If you want it to be very tiny, it's up to you. You make it the way you want. So I'll go to my sewing machine and plait it like so and sew it all through. So I'll show you the next thing we'll be doing. Now I've plaited the main body of the cap. I plait it with half-inch. This half-inch each of the lines. The next thing I will do now is to plait the crossband, that is crisscross. So this is the fabrics that I cut out for the crisscross. Now this is the first one, which is 3 inches. I'll first place the 3 inches on. I'll place it this way. In V form. You can see that. This is the first one. I will pin it together here. Now I'll pick another pieces and as well cross it. So while crossing it, this one edge should reach the line at this edge here. That is the same line. This way, so that it will not show at this point. I will pin it. Then I'll pick the second one, the second piece, and place it like so. I'll go ahead and pin it too. While you are doing it, make sure the edges are aligned. The second one should go backward. Shouldn't be the same line with the first one. Okay, now I'll go ahead and pick the fourth one. And as well cross it, leaving like 1/4 inch at the front. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I will pick the fifth one. This is the fifth one. You can see that. I will as well go ahead and pin it. Then I'll pick the last one, which is the sixth pieces. I will pin it like so. So it depends the size you want it. I'm making it smaller because I don't want the band to be big. So I cut my own 2.5 for the smaller ones. The first ones, the first two, I cut 3 inches each. If I fold it, it will be 1.5 each. 1.5 inches. Now, if you can cut your own 2, you can cut your own 3, you can cut 4, depending on how you want it to come out, how you want the shape to be. I want it to be smaller. I don't want it to be too bold. So that's why I cut it small. So you can go ahead and cut your own any size you want. So guys, so this is what I mean by crisscross. You see why I made the first one bold, so that each of them will rest on the bigger one. That is the last one. So I'll go to my sewing machine now and join it like so. Make sure everything is aligned. So I will sew it. After sewing, I will show you the next thing I will do. Now I've plinted my band. The next thing, I'll go ahead and trim off this excess part before I now join it to the main body of the cap. Before I join it to the body of the cap, this is the middle part, that's the midpoint at this V point. Now I will as well locate the middle of my main cap. Now this is the midpoint. Now place this midpoint to the midpoint of the cap. This is the midpoint here. I will notch it and then place it to the midpoint of the cap. Then I will join them together. After then, I will tell you the next thing I will do. Now I've joined the band. You can see that. You can see the back, the shape, and the front. So I'll cut off these two edges. The next thing is to plane this midpoint. So if you have not watched how I printed the previous video, please, I'll put the link at the description box. Try and watch it, how I printed this edge. I'll first of all fold my fabric on equal parts, then mark the midpoint, then plait it. Okay guys, I've printed this. You can see it. If you have not watched how to print it, in my previous video I showed how to print this midpoint. So I'll put the link at the description box. Follow the link and watch it. Now the next thing we'll do is to join it and as well sew it round. So I will measure 11 inches. This is my 11 inches here. I will sew it through. At this point, I'll curve it. Then I'll sew it to this edge. After it, I will tell you the next thing to do. I've sewn it round, so I'll cut off this edge. I'll just trim it. Okay. So the next thing I'll do is to use my thread and needle to gather this edge. Now with my thread and needle, I will mark 2 inches. Then from here, I will gather it round to this edge, to this point. Now I've gathered it. So guys, we are through with the cap. If you don't know how to gather it, in my previous video I put how to. I've shown. If you don't know how to gather it at this edge, watch my previous video. You will see the way to gather it. I showed the detail on how to gather this edge. So I'll put the link on the description box. So guys, we are actually through. You can see the cap. Okay guys, you can see the cap. This is the back. You can see these points. You can see this side. I so much love these planes here. And this is the crisscross. You can see the cap. This is the back. You can see how beautiful the plinth looks. This is the crisscross. So guys, if you want to know, this cap here is very beautiful. But if you want to add any other beautiful attachments on it, in the part 2 of this video, I will show you how you can attach a beautiful attachment to this turban that will make it more beautiful. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I publish another video. Share to your friends. Give us a thumbs up and comment if you like it. Comment I like it. Bye until I see you in my next video. Bye.